Today decides it all. West Indies women taking on South Africa women at the 3Ws Oval. This is what the series looked like. The ODI series taken by South Africa 2-1, and now we're a 1 apiece in this T20 International Series. Today, the final showdown.
Well, for the first time in this tour and this series, South Africa have won the toss, and guess what? They're batting first again.
West Indies, well, they are unchanged based on their last playing 11. In South Africa, on the other hand, they've brought in 2 players, Sunelise and Sekokune. To me, Sekokune in for Dirksen and Masabata class.
Yeah, brilliant from Sunelise. Promoted to the top of the order, and she gets off the mark with a boundary.
Now this will challenge the boundary again. So smart batting again from Lise, going away to the offside, giving herself the opportunity to get it in that direction. 2 boundaries in the over. Good start. 9 without loss. Wow. Exceptional striking from Brits. What a way to end that over. 18 without loss. That's crunched. Really well connected. If she missed the previous one, she doesn't miss that one. Taken. Sunelise trying to help that one. Not timing it well enough. And Ramharak strikes in her first over.
Not the best timing, not the best placement. The shot was on. Just needed to get it to the right of Glasgow, and she would have gotten a certain boundary. Lise, though, walks back for 13, 29 for 1.
Excellent execution from Wolvaert.
Crisp off the bat from Laura Wolvaert. Wonderful shot. Straight to Kiana Joseph.
This is what Afi Fletcher has done so well throughout her career. Another wicket for her. Brits advancing but not getting to the pitch of it. Kiana Joseph holds on. Brits goes for 20, 57 for 2.
She got that into the right placement to get the boundary. Oh, Laura Wolvaert, she'll be so disappointed. And all the hard work, she holds out to her opposite number.
Yeah, good bowling again from Karishma Ramharak. Perhaps getting a little bit of purchase from the surface, trying to hit this one offside. Inner portion of the bat, and a simple catch for Hayley Matthews. Very important strike at this stage of the innings. Captain goes 75 for 3.
Another easy chance. This time it's Hayley Matthews getting her name in the wickets column.
Yeah, Cap going down the order, and it still doesn't work. Again, it's a team dismissal. Yeah, just chips it to Karishma Ramharak. In the action today, Hayley Matthews getting Marizanne Cap once again. Cap has to walk back for just 1, 80 for 4.
Under edge on that one. She closes out in style.
Yeah, it really is her ability to adjust. Afi Fletcher takes it wider because Misso went so wide, and a really good catch behind the stumps by Shameen Campbell, vice captain of the West Indies team. Dreaded figure. Riz. Rabo Misso walks back for 5, 92 for 5.
Goes for the slower ball, but it's met and dealt with by Mianne Smith. Changes to short, dealt with again. This is brilliant. This is impetus to the innings.
Just pop that over the top. Kiana Joseph is after it, but the ball will get to the boundary for 4. This is a good start to the 18th over. Up and over cover region, and that will be 4 runs. Miane Smith showing absolute maturity here in the death overs. There's protection on the boundary, and she'll watch it sail over the boundary for 6. Pumped down the ground, and she gets to her maiden women's T20 International 50 in style. Miane Smith congratulated by one of her heroes, Chloe Tryon. 19 from the 19th over, 100.
And Grimmon does well, almost looks as though she wasn't sure that she held on to that.
Excellent running catch from Grimmond. Chloe Tryon goes for 9. South Africa 136 for 6. Nadine de Klerk replaces Chloe Tryon, and she gets off the mark of the boundary. She gets that through. There's a fielder after it. Does some good work, and unfortunately it will be signal for. The order for single off the last ball. Miane Smith has starred for South Africa here, an unbeaten 59 from 38. And South Africa get to 147 for 6 after 20 overs. 15 fours and 1 6. You can see that from Nadine de Klerk congratulating the youngster. Laura Volpard won the toss, a rare one for her on this tour, and said we'll bat first. A 2 p.m. start, and a couple of good partnerships starting, but none were able to kick on. Miane Smith, a standout performer, her maiden Women's T20 International 50, unbeaten 59 from 38. South Africa 147 for 6 in 20 overs.
Partnerships, and Tasmin Brits and Sune Luce, new opening pair up at top, just able to put on 29, but it was that down the order, Smith and Tryon with 44 from 28, that really stands out, and we're able to get them to 147. West Indies bowling, on the other hand, the spinners were excellent, Ramharak, Fletcher and Matthews, but it was Claxton, Hector with her maiden ODI T20 wicket.
The target for West Indies to seal the series, 148 at 7.4 to the over.
Yeah, should challenge the boundary. In fact, it races away for 4. Yeah, that's gone. That's disappeared. Does that find the gap? Yes, it does. That's crisp hitting from Hayley Matthews. 2 fielders there, bisected them perfectly. Straight to the fielder. So she makes an adjustment in the line. Marizanne Kapp, thick outside edge, and an early strike for South Africa.
It's a comeback from Marizanne Kapp, going across the left-handed batter and getting the top edge that goes directly to the fielder. And Toomey holds on, and Kiana Joseph, well, she's dismissed for 6, 17 for 1 West Indies.
2 is the call. She's pushing, but she's timed it well enough to get off the mark with a 4. And that is an area of strength.
Went at that one, and fortune favors her. Gets a boundary. Gets all of that. Good sound off the bat as well. Closes out 5 overs. Kaka is into the wickets. Her second delivery, and she strikes.
Keep the stumps in play when you're bowling to Liliana Grimman. Yeah, well, Hoyt across the line, unable to make contact. She walks back for 5, 32 for 2.
Gets enough onto this one, Hayley Matthews. Gets a boundary as well. First in 14 deliveries. Into the wind and goes all the way. Hayley Matthews is on the charge. The timing on this, the placement on this, class personified. 8 overs bowled, 57 for 2.
But they're fine. Boundaries, the order of the day for West Indies at the moment. And that required run rate comes down to under 8. Nicely played by Shemaine Campbell. She'll run 2 runs. And that will be back-to-back 50s in this Women's T20 International Series for Hayley Matthews. And her dad appreciates this effort. Got that through, and that will be 4.
Probably just pad on that one. No bat from Hayley Matthews and signaled 4. Things picking up where she left off. That is a shot at a half from Shemaine Campbell. They've found the wicket via Sune Lees. Has that opened up the game?
Seems to have missed a straight one here. Hayley Matthews going too square, pad onto the stumps. Sune Lees lines one up on the target and gets the very, very important wicket. Matthews goes for another half century, 114 for 3.
That has gone all the way for 6. What a strike from Shemaine Campbell. Great way to end the 17th over. West Indies 131 for 3. Marizanne Kapp has got her hands on her knees. She thought for a moment that she had a wicket. Mia Naismith on the boundary. Marizanne Kapp, easy as you like. A simple return catch and sees the back of Shemaine Campbell.
Slower delivery through the shot way too early, and this time she's able to hold on. Game on maybe. Campbell walks back for a well-played 42 from just 38 deliveries, 136 for 4.
She's gone big as Chanel Henry. All the way for 6. Crack that through the covers. It's racing to the boundary for 4. Just 2. They run the first one hard and will turn for 2. That will be victory for West Indies by 6 wickets to win this Women's T20 International Series 2-1. Set up by the captain Hayley Matthews and finished off in style by Chanel Henry. The West Indies secured their 100th win in Women's T20 Internationals, including Super Over wins. There'll be lots to be written about this team. Rising stars alongside the experienced campaigners, winning handsomely here at the 3Ws Oval.
Yeah, proud moment for West Indies women's team with a series victory win against South Africa after some 12 years. A proud moment for Hayley Matthews, and West Indian fans can finally smile again. They're all pleased to see Hayley Matthews lead from the front, but they're probably perhaps happier to see young players stepping up to the fore. Good future for West Indies ahead. Hayley Matthews, player of the match, player of the series. Awards last night, awards today.